तो शादी का सीजन सियापा, इमोशनल सियापा वाला सीजन होता है. अपार्ट फ्रॉम द गेटिंग रेडी, वेयरिंग प्रिटी क्लोथ्स, गोइंग शॉपिंग एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट, एंड मीटिंग फ्रेंड्स एंड ईटिंग ग्रेट फूड, लॉट ऑफ इमोशनल सियापा. क्योंकि ग्रेट इंडियन फैमिली में नोबडी माइंड्स योर ओन बिजनेस. योर बिजनेस इज एवरीबॉडीज बिजनेस, एंड एवरीबॉडी वांट्स टू डू बिजनेस अराउंड द शादी बिजनेस. आप सिंगल क्यों हैं? आपकी शादी कब हो रही है? आपके बच्चे कब हो रहे हैं? बच्चों के बच्चे कब हो रहे हैं? अच्छा, आप डिवोर्स हो गए? ओ माय गॉड, क्या आपने कुछ खराबी थी? उनमें कुछ खराबी थी? किसकी कमी हुई? क्या हो गया? ओ माय गॉड, आपसे तो एक्सपेक्टेड नहीं था. व्हाट अबाउट सोशल स्टैंडिंग? इट्स अ लॉट ऑफ सियापा.
Yeah. And the next Siapa is on social media where we spend our lives, which is all about firstly celebrity weddings and what they wore and what they didn't wear and who what song was played when she walked out, all that. But also I think a lot of people the wedding of my life and this is the day I was waiting for, and it's just too much spam from people who are getting married, and these are people who at one time must have said, what marriage? Oh, yeah, I'm
Ew,
so cool.
marriage,
I'm
ew.
gonna get married in a court and just have a party for my friends. Then they are also like in 3 different outfit changes and music
Over
and
3 weeks or
and
3 months.
spam. So it's a hard time. I mean, I'm married, but I also got irritated. I was like, yeah,
Hey, will you ever do renewal of vows?
no,
नहीं. मतलब,
wanna
what if Kishore wants to do it?
wanna be.
अरे देवा, okay, fine. But I think this also brings into focus a conversation or a subject जहां actually Asa and I, we were talking about this एक दूसरे में ही, कि कैसे एज अ देश हम कितने ऑब्सेस्ड हैं शादी एज अ कॉन्सेप्ट को लेके. एंड नॉट जस्ट इंडियंस, बाय द वे. हम सब ने देखा था जब द रॉयल वेडिंग हुआ था यूके में. मतलब पूरे दुनिया भर के, हमें लगा था भाई साहब करण जौहर का सारा गंदगी हम लोग ही मचाते हैं इंडिया में, बट देखा कि ऑस्ट्रेलिया से लेके कहां से लेके सब देशों में लाइव स्ट्रीम ब्रॉडकास्ट चल रहा था पूरी दुनिया में. वो जो भी रॉयल वेडिंग हुआ था मेगन मार्कल एंड उनका, वो सब
Or any of the Kardashian weddings, any of those as well. I mean, those are also big, huge.
Correct. So I mean, I get it, we love it, but from a
Alia and Ranveer recently. I mean, now it's been a while, but
अभी तो
Alia and Ranveer,
Atya and
Atya
Rahul,
and
Sid and
Kiara,
Kiara.
many people. Yeah.
And the amazing tax that you can save as gifts, wedding gifts, and all of that. Anyway, but the point is, shadi is not normal configuration for human beings. We've spoken about this on Aaj Kal for many episodes. It's been one of the more controversial takes on shadi, and how as an institution it's so new. अगर आप सिर्फ एवोल्यूशन देखोगे ह्यूमन बींग्स का, सिविलाइजेशन का, marriage as an institution is a fairly new recent phenomenon, and likely, obviously, courtesy of that, divorce is a very new concept and phenomenon, which is why we don't have a lot of training around the subject of marriage. And I want to talk about the pressure which unmarried folks feel in the wedding season and how unhealthy it is. And the beauty of Love Aaj podcast is we keep listening to our older episodes, and we had done this amazing episode with my friend and mentor Suresh Venkat, jahan pe the episode is literally titled, I think it's okay not to be married. 2021 में पैंडेमिक में हमने रिकॉर्ड किया था. And Suresh actually talks about a bias in the society called amatonormativity. Amatonormativity is the set of societal assumptions that everyone prospers with an exclusive romantic relationship. Elizabeth Brake coined the neologism to capture societal assumptions about romance. Brake wanted to describe the pressure she received by many to prioritize marriage in her own life when she did not want to. Okay, so basically amatonormativity वो चीज होती है कि मोनोगमी, रोमांस, मैरिज, चिल्ड्रन, एक्सक्लूसिविटी, अगर इस पथ पे चले तो ही आपका जीवन सार्थक हुआ, समर्थ हुआ, सक्सेसफुल हुआ. अदरवाइज तो यू आर कैबेज. You are gobi, not the kimchi, which is very yummy, but the gobi, which is not yummy. What do you think about all this?
Yeah, I mean, if it's conditioning, no, it's just conditioning. So
Hmm.
we've been conditioned to think like that. There's a lovely episode of Sex in the City, which I feel is so ahead of its years. जो वहाँ 25 साल पहले हो रहा था, अभी इंडिया में अभी हो रहा है. Every time I rewatch it, I'm like, oh my god, they're talking about this 25 years ago when that show was made. But one episode, Miranda, one of the characters, she's, every wedding they go to, they're the only single ones, the four of them. So she's like, don't you see, they're all looking at us like, oh, you'll find him. He's out there, you know?
Yeah, even बचकर रहना ही लोगों से.
No, no, yeah, maybe that, but they're
Yeah.
also telling him, oh, do you have someone special in your life? And she's like, but you'll find him. He's out there. And Miranda has like, because she has a defense mechanism, she jokes about it. They're like, you do you have someone special? So she's like, no, I only date unspecial guys. You know, if you have if you have an unspecial friend, get
Let
him
me know.
too.
मेरा
Yeah.
number देना.
So her tactic is the defense tactic. But in the end of the episode, she meets another friend who is married, who again gives her the like, oh, you'll find someone, don't worry. But then she doesn't have kids. So Samantha asks, oh, so you wanted to have kids or something. So that girl is now being defensive about not having children by laughing. No, I can either have kids or I can have clean furniture. Like she's making a joke. So Samantha, in that thing, Miranda tells herself that maybe everybody has a so point in life and everybody finds ways to deal with those so points. So if it's not marriage, tomorrow they'll say बच्चा नहीं हुआ, then they'll say इतने पैसे नहीं है बैंक अकाउंट में, then they'll say इतना नहीं है. तो मतलब we live our lives being defined by what society thinks is good. You don't have a house, you're 45. You don't have a retirement fund, you're 50. You haven't, what's the point of being 55 and not having any children? You know, what are you living for? Things like that. Why are we defined by that anyway? I don't want to be defined by any of it. I don't even need to have I don't know, a dog or a cat or whatever. I mean, I'm just going to do what feels right to me, right? Yeah. I didn't get married because I had to get married. I got married because I
Because you
met
wanted
someone
to.
and it's something, and it seemed natural to do it at
Progression.
that time. But it wasn't because I had to. Otherwise, if I had to, I would not have got married at 24 for sure. It was just an organic, chain reaction. But I don't think at that time I was thinking in my head. But now I feel we all think about it so much. Because also दिख रहा है ना इतना बाहर, especially influencers. What is that? What is this couple content on Instagram? Man, I hate that content. I hate that. This Insta husband, Insta pati they are called, who take photos of what are you doing? Your identity is different from your husband's and your wife's. So just like put a one picture on their birthday or their anniversary, and of course they're in your life and they're in your stories or whatever. But this thing of couple goals and bay and I did this and then he did this and we went for this wedding and couple date nights, I mean, it's just like too much. It's just too much.
I like some of these accounts. I'll be
And
honest.
some of them are like those kissing ones. They are in bed, oh my soulmate, and then they're kissing, and then we've traveled here, and it's just too much. And some of them have they are influencers who are together, like they are influencers as a couple,
Okay.
and I'm just like,
They're a couple influencer.
so then everything seems fake to me. Everything seems like उनको बाली बुलाया तो वो गए और उन्होंने वो कंटेंट बनाया. मतलब how are they feeling about it? I really don't know. It feels full.
Inauthentic.
Yeah.
Not so genuine.
Yeah, and those people are making some other random person feel bad about their lives. Like put a cap on it, no? Put a cap on it. Be a normal person. Even you're married or in love madly,
Did
you
you
can
just
be
say
a normal
social
person.
media and normal in the same sentence? थोड़ा सा मुश्किल है, but I get it. I think शायद आस्था का ये favorite rant है.
What is
I've
this?
heard it one too many times.
What is
Couples
this favorite
making out
account?
and kissing. No, मैं कह रहा था my favorite couple accounts are जहाँ वो एक साथ workout कर रहे हैं या वो एक दूसरे पे प्रैंक खेल रहे हैं
But Ankit,
यू नो लाइक पाउडर एक दूसरे के मुंह के
Ankit,
ऊपर
but
फेंक
पता
रहे
है
हैं
workout and all, I
या वो
agree.
टाको चैलेंज करे एक दूसरे को टाको के साथ
I think fun stuff
like
is
the
still
fun
fine,
stuff
but
I
fun
get it.
stuff is okay once in a while. Not all the time. I don't want to see a prank. And I feel in the lives that we lead, it's not possible to do everything together. Not possible to work out. And then you'll blame sir कि you didn't wake up, so I didn't go for workout. तुम अपना workout करो, मैं अपना workout करूंगी. और भाई मतलब we'll spend time, but don't give. You're not dependent on someone else for everything to do that with you.
शादी सीजन को सरवाइव करने के 3 अमेजिंग मजेदार नुस्खे बाय आस्था अत्रे। अगर आप शादीशुदा नहीं हैं, सिंगल हैं, कहीं भी उस स्पेक्ट्रम पे हैं, या अगर आप यू फाउंड समवन बट यू डोंट वांट टू पब्लिकली एक्नॉलेज इट एटसेट्रा बिकॉज अंकल आंटी नहीं समझेंगे, मम्मी पापा नहीं समझेंगे,
Or you're not at that space where one person doesn't want to
Correct.
acknowledge
So,
it. I think
कैसे?
that is mostly the case.
शादी सीजन सरवाइव करने के 3 मजेदार नुस्खे।
Tough.
सबसे पहले
Unfollow people. और म्यूट देम फॉर अ
म्यूट सोशल मीडिया से वर्ड्स आप म्यूट कर सकते
हाँ
हैं।
मतलब उनका स्टोरीज म्यूट कर दो. समटाइम्स यू बी लाइक अरे इसकी शादी भी हो गई, मेरी तो नहीं हुई, इसकी भी हो गई, इसको भी कोई मिल गया. You know, bad things that go in your head. Keep fucking this person also got married and I'm still like here. It happens, right? I'm sure. I mean, even when I'm married, but even when I look at something, I'm like, "Oh, lucky man, iska ho gaya, chalo, mil gaya." So, and there's so many people who are amazing, who I would think would have people lined up outside, who are finding hard for it to happen or get married, or even if they want to get married, that is. So I think unfollowing people is great way of keeping things at bay. Muting.
Also slightly recalibrating this in our own mind, किसी की शादी हो जाना is not some achievement.
Yeah.
ये
That's not the purpose of
रिकैलिब्रेशन
your life.
अपनी जिंदगी में, अपने दिमाग में, अपने आसपास के लोगों का करना शायद इम्पॉसिबल हो गया या नामुमकिन या मुश्किल हो सकता है, क्योंकि हर एक की अपनी विचारधारा एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट, बट आपके लिए अपने दिमाग में ये समझ पाना कि अगर कोई शादी करता है, इट इज जस्ट अ चॉइस फॉर देम. इट्स लाइक कोई जाके एमबीए सीख रहा है या रही है, डिग्री पा रहे हैं. सिर्फ एमबीए अगर कर लिया तो जीवन सफल हो गया, ऐसा बिल्कुल नहीं होता है. जो एमबीए नहीं करते हैं या जो नॉर्मल चीजें करते हैं, वो भी बड़ा मचाते हैं लाइफ में.
बट ऑल्सो शादी का मतलब नहीं है that you got love or that it's eternal or that this is the perfect person for you. Now every day is a party at home. You never know what marriages are. Some people are not even compatible. Some people realize it very soon enough that they're not compatible, and now they are stuck in a marriage. तो अब उनको वो पूरा that thing of you have to do of getting divorced and telling your parents. So marriages doesn't mean happy ending. I would say okay, everybody wants to find love, or everybody wants to find a companion, or everybody wants to find a friend who they spend their lives with, whatever uh, place on the spectrum you are, whatever you want to find, like a best friend who you or whatever, a companion. But marriage does not mean that you've got all that. Marriage is just again a social construct that we do, so it is not meaning anything of those things. So it might look very fancy, but maybe in 10 days from there they might not even like each other anymore. Who knows?
तो ये रिकैलिब्रेशन अपने दिमाग में करना जरूरी है. एंड बाकियों को एटलीस्ट जो आपके निजी करीबी दोस्त हैं या रिश्तेदार हैं, माँ बाप हैं, उनको आपके अंदर जो चल रहा है, आपके मन की जो मंशा है, ये बताना शायद जरूरी है. This book actually for people who are slightly on the fence, there is a book called Minimizing Marriage. 2012 का ये book है. Yeah, which is by Elizabeth Brake, the same person who coined or came up with this term जिसका नाम है amatonormativity, which is a societal assumption या expectation कि शादी ही सही कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है, मोनोगमी ही सही कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है, एक्सक्लूसिव हेटेरोनॉर्मेटिव रिलेशनशिप ही सही कॉन्फ़िगरेशन है. क्योंकि इससे क्या हो जाता है ना, इससे अदरिंग हो जाता है. कोई भी ऐसी सामाजिक संस्था या रचना जिससे जो उसमें नहीं फिट बैठते हैं, उनको बुरा लगता है. आई डोंट थिंक दैट्स अ गुड सामाजिक रचना. मतलब अगर किसी को शादी नहीं करनी है तो किसी को बुरा नहीं लगना चाहिए. इट शुड बी अ फेयरली एक्सेप्टेबल सिचुएशन, जस्ट लाइक अगर कोई शादी करना चाहता है, राइट? इट शुड बी एज नॉर्मल एज दैट.
And also you have to realize that everything you see on social media is heightened.
Yeah.
So everything is heightened. How it looks, like five people have worked on the bride, five people have worked on the groom. There's a wedding planner who's doing everything. The videos specifically made for
Social
Instagram are
media.
in a certain way. You might feel like that, or you might not. Marriages are so hectic. You might have not eaten. You might be like feeling very tired, but you have to be like like that video with Sid and Kiara,
I
which
haven't
became
seen.
viral, of their wedding. She's dancing to him, and he's like, "Oh, you're late." It looked like a movie to me. Which person people are talking about? Oh, this made me cry. It looked like a acted movie to me. I really
और
felt that they made a trailer
और
for their
और
wedding.
और ये करोड़ों रुपए का धंधा भी होता है, वेडिंग फिल्म मेकर्स, वेडिंग
हाँ,
फोटोग्राफर्स, ये टेम्पलेट लेके आते हैं, आपको साउंड ट्रैक बताते हैं, या आपको बताते हैं ड्रोन शॉट यहाँ से आएगा, ये कैमरा वहां से आएगा, एंड
हाँ.
पूरी आप
And they are
उस दिन के
actors
लिए,
also.
हाँ, आप उस दिन के लिए, अब सिडन की यारा तो चलो
हाँ,
एक्टर्स हैं पेशे
हाँ,
से, बट नॉर्मल लोग जो जिंदगी में एक्टिंग से कोई लेना देना नहीं होगा, सब लोग को अपनी करण जौहर की पिक्चर बनानी है, और शादी का दिन वो होता है जब सब लोग फिल्म स्टार बनना
और
चाहते
अभी
हैं.
मतलब पार्ट ऑफ द वेडिंग प्लानर्स थिंग
Is
is to actually
make a wedding film.
make wedding insta videos. They have to decide
पैकेजेस
hashtags.
होते हैं,
they
हजारों और
have to
लाखों रुपए के
they have to
पैकेजेस.
they have to create content for Instagram for the
हैशटैग्स
wedding.
होते हैं.
Yeah, so this is all, mm,
दिखावा.
this is, yeah, it's posturing for them. It is, they are saying it's to remember that big day, but if you really fell in love with someone and you have to marry, you'll remember
No,
it.
no, it's to
Yeah,
show off to the world. Let's
yeah,
get real.
yeah, like honeymoons or whatever, like where you went travel is a big, like, like that. So yeah, इससे क्या बुरे लगने के है? Like, exactly, you have to know in your head कि this is for the gram. Please move ahead.
This is for the gram.
In 5 years from now, if you meet that couple and they are very happy and they are like, they have that vibe and you feel like, oh wow,
Well done.
that's when you will be like, अरे इन्होंने तो कुछ किया.
Marriage सफल.
हाँ, इन्होंने कुछ किया 5 10 साल 20 साल,
Otherwise, marriage suffer, not marriage सफल.
exactly. So getting married is not something you should be feeling bad about when you see other people doing it, or vice versa. You should not be judging someone for not getting married. It is no achievement. It is no hallmark, or like, some landmark moment in your
धंधा बन
life.
गया ना.
हाँ.
It's a commercial capitalistic event.
It's like Valentine's Day. Like, it is exactly like that. I don't feel anything on Valentine's Day because I just feel like, oh, let me wear a nice dress, and we'll, like, I ordered a cake for everyone in office and we did Galentines and all that. Any reason to have cake, any reason to feel happy, any reason to dress up, all that is fine. But do not overthink these things.
So 3 नुस्खे. नंबर 1, म्यूट कीजिए सोशल मीडिया पे उस कंटेंट को जिससे आप वाइब नहीं कर रहे हैं. ये जनरली गुड एडवाइस है, मैरिज कंटेंट के लिए हो या किसी और कंटेंट के लिए हो. नंबर 2, रिकैलिब्रेट कीजिए अपने दिमाग के अंदर एक्सपेक्टेशंस की शादी या ब्याह या मैरिज ही जीवन का परम गोल
Achievement नहीं
नहीं
है.
है, अचीवमेंट नहीं है. एंड नंबर 3,
Know that marriages don't mean happy lives.
no,
Also, know that it's all for the gram.
know that weddings don't mean happy marriages.
And weddings are posturing. Weddings are
Days, marriages are years and decades.
weddings are planned very well these days. So what you're seeing is not maybe what's happening. Is not the real life. You're seeing a TV show. Everybody wants
their own trailer.
Yeah. So Sid and Kiara, like, it's amazing, but I didn't connect to it at all. I don't know how, because it doesn't look real.
और अगर आपको टाइम पास के लिए, जैसे आप बाकी सब कंटेंट देखते हैं, अगर मजे के लिए ये सिर्फ देखना है एंड इट डजंट मूव यू, शेक यू, गिव यू एग्जिस्टेंशियल क्राइसिस, तो फिर मजे
If you're just looking at what a nice pink she's wearing, where did he get that shirt? Oh, what's the lipstick?
टेम्पलेट नहीं हो गया वो पेस्टल शेड्स का अभी सारे
beige, off white.
हाँ, वो रोज गोल्ड एंड ऑफ वाइट.
Yeah.
सब ऐसे लग रहा है एक ही मतलब पैलेट से.
तो उन्होंने वो मीम बनाया ना, it's like पनीर मसंदा, पनीर कढ़ाई, पनीर शाही पनीर, different way versions of पनीर. It's like that.
किससे शुरू किया था ये बेज और रोज गोल्ड का ट्रेंड? विरुष्का?
Could be. Yeah. Because I think the traditional one, Kareem
and
Deepika. No, but
नहीं, theirs was red, I think.
But
I don't
a lot
know.
of people.
But Virushka, I think, was the one in recent
Virat,
memory. Which...
Anush. But a lot of people Priyanka got married after that. Deepika got married. Katrina got married. And everybody is married. Only Aditya Roy Kapoor is now the hot one.
हाँ, कौन है?
Night Manager. You've seen that? He's damn hot, yeah. He was in that movie with Disha Patani. I forgot the movie's name. Malang. He's damn hot. Damn hot. And the only one single now.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, well, this is a different conversation. So please don't let Shadi season or Shadis all around the year get you down. You do your thing. You want to wear a lehenga, just wear a freaking lehenga and take a photo shoot. It's the same as their Shadi. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get a beige lehenga and just do it. And style myself after Alia Bhatt and say like 40-year-old Alia.
And you have to wear aviators. That's the thing, right? That's
And
the look.
sneakers under my
Yeah,
under my
exactly.
lehenga.
Neon green sneakers.
Yeah, I'm going to do that shoot, and I will tell all of you girls to do it.
Make it a day.
Make it a day. Just do just
Lehenga
get ready,
day.
do a shoot. I mean, just for fun. That's what you want to do, right? You want to have a pretty video on Instagram. You don't need to get married for that.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. The episode ends on this. This was a mic drop moment.
See you, and please leave comments below if we make sense, or if we are like auntie uncle, or if we are like bhaiya didi, or if we are like just the best love gurus in town. Jay Shetty, you got competition. Bye
Jay
bye.
Shetty Love Guru, eh?
Of course, he's written his book. We're not advertising it. I won't say the name of the book.
I
We'll
thought-
say my book. It's called The L Word.
Jay Shetty तो वो motivational करता है ना?
Yeah, he's written a book of him and his wife are married. Now they talk about their marriage and also the love rules of love or something.
Oh.
But instead of that, you can pick up the L Word, which I wrote. It's also the
बढ़िया
rules of
shilling
love.
हो रही है यहाँ पे.
So bye bye. Please let us know what you think, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
मंगल आभारी है.